Hi, in this video, we will cover questions which require you to cite evidence. So, on your official SAT, you are likely to see 10 questions in the reading test that ask you to cite evidence from the passage. This is the most common type of question that you will encounter on the test. Usually, questions that ask for specific evidence will follow another question, like an implicit information or point of view question. These follow-up questions will always appear the same way. Which choice provides the best evidence for the answer to the previous question on the test? So each choice will cite a quotation from the text and provide line numbers that tell you where it appears in the passage. Your job will be to determine which lines most directly support the answer to the previous question. In other words, which choice answers the previous question. Other times, the evidence questions might show up on their own. Which of the following statements in the passage best supports the claim that? In these instances, your job will be much the same, except you will have the benefit of already knowing which claim the evidence needs to support. There is no previous passage to worry about. What are the common errors here? Nearby lines. So in the choices for the citing evidence question, you might be offered several sets of lines that are right next to one another. Because they come from the same part of the passage, these lines may refer to similar ideas. However, only one of the choices will provide direct evidence we're looking for. Faulty pairs. When citing evidence questions follow other questions. Errors are commonly caused when referenced lines contain similar ideas as incorrect choices from the previous question. But just because the ideas in two choices match up doesn't mean choices are correct. The information they contain actually needs to answer the first question. Alright, so you have to be careful of these two things. So what are the tips and strategies? Number one, top tip, answer paired questions together. So accuracy on citing evidence question pairs is frequently all or nothing. So if we miss the first question, we are likely to miss the second question in the pair too. These paired questions might feel challenging to navigate at first, but relationship between the two questions actually gives us a helpful way to approach both problems simultaneously. Since one of the choices in the second citing evidence question contains the evidence we need to answer the previous question, it also provides the answer to the first question. Number two. So yeah, this is a continuation of the first tip. So if you feel stuck, try this. Number one, focus on the first question, but cover the choices, right? That's the riprap method. Number two, test the choices from the second question, right? So after that, you will be ready to answer the first question in your own words, right? And number fourth is finally uncover the choices in the first question. So you can follow these steps if you find yourself stuck at this question. Another tip is simplify the question, that is rephrase it. So when tackling a citing evidence question that appears on its own, many students will find it helpful to rephrase the question using their own words to get a better handle on it. For example, which choice provides the best evidence that the author of passage 1 would likely disagree with the claim attributed to Albert Einstein in passage 2. Now, this is a multi-step question. We need to A, find the claim attributed to Einstein in passage 2 and say it in our own words. For example, light speed is impossible. Number 2, say it in your own words. What a disagreement to this claim might sound like. It might be light speed is possible, right? And now compare these choices to find the best match. The next two tips are quite similar. So if you have any new information that has been introduced into the choices, eliminate that. And then if you find yourself stuck and you can't find where the claim might be in the passage, look for keywords in the question and then search for those keywords in the passage as well. So that's it for citing evidence question. And in the next video, we will cover another topic.